September 19, 1777. The Battle of Freeman's Farm, also known as the First Battle of Saratoga, took place in New York. The British had a large number of troops in the north due to a failed Canadian campaign by the Americans. About 8,500 British troops, led by General John Burgoyne, began a campaign south through New York in efforts to split the American colonies. Burgoyne already defeated the Americans at Fort Ticonderoga, and he was heading for Albany to achieve his goal. The American Northern Army of about 8,300, led by General Horatio Gates, knew Burgoyne was heading south, so they burrowed in about 40 miles north of Albany at Bemis Heights. Burgoyne divided his men into three columns. He led the center column. General Gates let General Benedict Arnold, prior to his days of treachery, of course, send 700 men out, 400 sharpshooters from Pennsylvania and Virginia, led by Colonel Daniel Morgan, and 300 light infantrymen. As Morgan's riflemen headed north and approached Freeman's Farm, they were met by Burgoyne's forward men. Sharpshooters picked off British officers. At first, the riflemen bested the British and drove them back into the woods. But charges and retreats to the woodlines went back and forth that day. Benedict Arnold continued to send reinforcements as the battle went on through the afternoon. As Arnold's men waned in battle, he asked Horatio Gates for more men. Gates not only said no, but one eyewitness said that when Arnold asked a third time, General Gates drew his sword, pointed it at Arnold, and told him that he was the commander of the army and he will be obeyed as such. Though the Americans ended up losing, it wasn't a strategic loss. The British held the field and won the battle, but it was at a high cost. British casualties numbered at about 600, with the Americans about 320. Both sides stuck around and dug in. Then, 2 weeks later, on October 7th, the Second Battle of Saratoga took place. This time, the Americans whooped the British, and Burgoyne surrendered soon thereafter. You can go see the Saratoga Battlefield Park. Michelle and I visited there in 2020 and took in the sights and history, where the Battle of Saratoga was fought, the turning point of the American Revolution.